Want to welcome you in here to the campus of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Jordan King with you here on WLA-TV. Viking boys basketball close out a busy week here on WLA-TV. On Monday, we had these boys in action against the Waupun Warriors. Hung 90-plus points on the Warriors and got their second win of the season. The Vikes come into this game 2-0, looking to start their Flyway conference campaign against the team that was picked ahead of them in the Laconia Spartans. The Vikes beat the Spartans second half of last season. They beat them 87-68 here at WLA late in last season's campaign when the Vikes started to play some of their best basketball. Well, Vikes playing some pretty darn good basketball to start this season off. They're averaging 87 points per game in their first two games, and they've assisted on 40 of 67 field goals so far this season. Vikes playing extremely well. They're going to play a team in Laconia who's 1-1. Their loss coming to state champion Oshkosh Lourdes, and then they got to win their last time out, so they come in 1-1. Leading scorer for the Spartans, Jaden Grady, who averages 17.5 points per game, as well as 5.5 assists. He's a playmaker for the Spartans. For the Vikings, you know his name by now, Ethan Cole, leading scorer for the Vikes, averaging 31.5 points per game, most of that due to a 42-point outburst on Monday night, setting a program record in their game against Waupun. 3 minutes, we'll have starters and national anthem coming up here on WLA-TV. Hope you'll stay with us.
Winnebago Lutheran Academy welcomes you to this evening's Flyway Conference basketball game between the Laconia Spartans and the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Laconia High School, and WIA game requires good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem. The Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association objects to activities, materials, logos, apparel, mascots, or gestures that are profane, vulgar, insulting, or offensive to others. Membership disapproves of any form of taunting or expression that is intended or designed to embarrass, ridicule, disrespect, or demean others under any circumstances, including on the basis of race, religion, gender, or national origin. It's time to meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, for the Spartans, a 5'10" senior, number 1, Kyle Johnson. A 6'3" junior, number 2, Carter Farrell. A 6-foot junior, number 3, Jaden Grotti. A 6'4" senior, number 13, Dakota Dyke. And a 6'3" junior, number 15, Colton Cash. Spartans are coached by Tom King.
Well, welcome back in here. Jordan King with you for tonight's call between the Spartans and the Vikings. Vikings getting their Flyway campaign underway. Both of these teams getting their Flyway campaign underway. As the Flyway gets going tonight across the conference, the Vikings meet the Spartans. Starters for the Spartans: number 1, Kyle Johnson; number 2, Carter Farrell; number 3, Jaden Grotti; number 13, Dakota Dyke; and number 15, Colton Tash. Those are the 5 starters for the Vikings. For the Spartans. For the Vikings, starters: number 12, Sam Lair, he's a sophomore; number 14, Noah Gensler, also a sophomore; number 23, Lucas Weigand is a senior; number 11, Aiden Barr is one of the senior captains, and the other senior captain is number 4. His name, Ethan Cole. Maybe you've heard of it before. Cole coming off a program record 42 points. The Vikings coming off a pair of opening wins this season in which they've averaged 87 points per game. This time, though, they run into their stiffest test of the season by far. The Laconia Spartans come to town. Team picked ahead of the Vikings in the Flyway Conference, if you believe in those types of preseason accolades and sorts. Still no huddle camera. I'll do my best to keep the time and score in front of you. Spartans win the tip and is quickly taken by Grotti. Getting over to the far side, that's Kyle Johnson. Grotti will once again take it here. Vikings staying within the 3-point line here defensively. That's number 15, Tash. Tash hands off to number 2, Farrell. Carter Farrell looks for Johnson, top of the key. Johnson will dribble reverse, and just about out of bounds was Farrell. Farrell going to try to drive on Weigand. Tries the skip pass, picked off. Aiden Barr. Nice job by Aiden Barr not to push it too fast that time. Gets it to Sam Lair. That's a strong move on the right side of the floor for Sam Lair, and the Vikes lead it quickly 2-0. Tell you what, we've had fans back in the stands here for all of these games in the fall and now in the spring. Nice offensive rebound, and heading to the free throw line will be Dakota Dyke. After the take from Grotti was no good. Offensive board from Dyke, and he'll head to the free throw line. First foul on the Vikings. But this is the first time it really feels like the atmosphere that we had pre-COVID. Stands are packed, energy level at an all-time high for a contest between a couple of teams that have had some classics over the years. First free throw for Dyke, up and good, and it's 2-1. 17-17 left here in the first half, just getting underway. Second possession for the Spartans is fruitful with Dyke at the free throw line. Couple of rhythm dribbles, spins the ball in his hand. It's well short, didn't hit the rim, and Vikes had the rebound anyway. But 1 for 2 from the line goes Dyke, and the Vikes retain a 2-1 lead. That gets Laconia students off of their feet. Viking fans stood after they've scored. Here's Aiden Barr on the right side. Hesitation dribble, now gets to his spot, which is the short baseline jumper, misses it, and a nice rebound far side by Kyle Johnson. Johnson into the front court, looks for Dyke. Dyke fires away a 3 and hit it. Check that, that's Colton Tash, pardon me. Thought I saw 13, it's 15. Colton Tash hits a triple, and just like that, Laconia takes their first lead of the ball game, 4-2. Aiden Barr, we tick under 17 minutes here in the first half. Barr finds Wigan, kicks it out, top of the key, 3 on the way, looks good, it's short from Sam Lair. He was short all night against Waupun as well. Laconia looking to run. Here is Grotti. Grotti, jab step, into the paint, floater, no good. A little bit of a mistimed rebound from Ethan Cole, but he's got it. Cole with a head of steam, down the paint, kicks it out. Corner 3 on the way. It was partially blocked, I believe, from Sam Lair. Offensive board to Weigand. Kicks it out. Here's Cole on the drive, up with the right hand, misses. And a nice rebound that time from Johnson. Johnson's got a couple of really nice defensive rebounds so far here for the Spartans. He pushes it all the way up with the left hand, no good. And a nice rebound here for Noah Gensler. Vikes have it back, and that's thrown away by Sam Lair. He thought that Gensler was going to pop back out there to the three-point line like he does so often. Gensler kept running down to the corner, and that ball ends up in the lap of a Spartan sitting on the bench. Grotti will have it, and he'll walk across the timeline, try to slow things down just a little bit. Furious pace here early on. And it's a 4-2 Laconia Spartan lead. Here's Grotti. Grotti working on Aiden Barr. It ends up here with Farrell. Farrell on the drive, guarded by Ethan Cole. Farrell gets an angle down the lane, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound fought for and won by the Spartans. Kick back out. Grotti, 3 misses. And this long rebound is taken down by Aiden Barr. Barr's going to have Lair in the corner if he wants him. Finds him. Sam Lair, third 3 attempt of the game. This one looks good. It is good for Sam Lair. Triple for Sam Lair. He's got all 5 of the Vikes points. 5-4. Viking lead here early on. 15-19 first half. And if Sam Lair can get going, that'd be a good thing for the Vikings. Here's Grotti. Finds Farrell. Farrell looks down underneath. There's Dyke. Nice defense by Lucas Wigan. Rebound secured by Noah Gensler. Here's Cole. Cole right side. Hesitation dribble. Now gets to the middle of the paint. Looked like he traveled. He did. Cole puts his hands on his head. I think he thought he was fouled. He was bumped. Not enough contact there to warrant a whistle. And it's 5-4 early on. Vikes still have the lead. First action here for Tyson Keel. Check that. That's Ethan Pino. Pino is a freshman for the Spartans. First action for him tonight. He replaces Farrell. Here's Grotti. Grotti hands off to Johnson. Johnson kicks it back out. Down the lane goes Pino. Skip pass, mishandled by the Spartans. Grotti has it. Working on Barr. Grotti drives the lane. Nice help defense by Lucas Wigan. Wigan, a lot of contact there. After it misses, they're going to send Dyke back to the free throw line as Wigan picks up his second foul here early on. 2 team fouls for the Vikes, both of them coming from Lucas Wigan. That's going to prompt a substitution quickly here from Coach Nell. He's going to bring in Chop Simmons, try to protect his big man, Lucas Wigan. First free throw looks short. It crawls over the front edge and rattles home for Dakota Dyke. And we're tied back up here at 5. .37 to go first half. Dyke a couple more rhythm dribbles, spins it on his hand. This one looks good, and it is good. 3 for 4 from Dyke for the free throw line so far. Laconia retakes the lead. 6-5 they lead it. 14:31 to go here in the first half. 3 ball on the way. Sam Lair hit another one. Sam Lair's got a pair of threes early on here, and the Vikes lead at 8-6. Lair's got all 8 for the Vikes. Here's Grotti. Grotti spins, goes against Barr, up with the right hand, can't get it to go. A little bit short there from Grotti, and a good rebound once again from Ethan Cole. Ethan averaging double figures, 12.5 rebounds per game. He's going to try a right wing three. Looks good, but it's just off to the right. Offensive rebound, Chop Simmons kicks it out. Another 3 for the Vikings. This one's well short. Tipped out, though. Oh, looked like it might have been tipped out by number 23, Pino, but they're going to say it was last touched by Sam Lair, and Lair knew it. Immediately started running back down the court. 8-6 here early on. Vikings lead the Spartans. 13:57 to go here in the first half. Here's Johnson. Hands off to Grotti. Grotti with the handoff action. Ooh, that was a travel that Tash got away with. Triple on the way. This one's short. Offensive rebound for Dyke. Can't get it to go. Dyke's been a monster so far on the boards for the Spartans. Only a couple of trips to the free throw line to show for it. And here's Sam Lair. Lair on the drive. Kicks it out. Ethan Cole. Cole going to go around in. There's a hand check foul on Johnson. Cole finished it. If he was in the NBA, he'd have 2 points and a free throw coming. But that is, I'm glad we're not playing that kind of basketball. It'll be Aiden Barr to key it in for the Vikings. Number 11, Keaton Grotti. Coming in for Laconia. Vikings will inbound. Simmons flashes free. He's going to get it in the corner. Thought about the 3, kicks it out top of the key. Gensler finds left wing. Ethan Cole triple on the way. He hit it. Ethan Cole gets on the board for the first time about 5 minutes into this one. And it's an 11-6 lead for the Vikes. Vikes have hit 3 triples, and they lead it by 5. 13-17 to go here in the first half. Good start for the Vikings, and it'll force a timeout from Tom King. Coach Nell's got to like what he has gotten so far from his squad early on in this one. We're going to take the timeout with him. Catch our breath a little bit. The pace has been furious so far tonight. Coming back after this on WLA TV. Stay with us. Back out of the timeout here. The Vikes lead it by 5, 11-6 here early on against the Laconia Spartans. 13:09. Vikings look like they're well on their way to hanging another 80-plus spot in this one. We'll see. Dyke spins, can't get that one to go. Rattles around the rim and off. Nice defense from Chop Simmons. Good rebound from Noah Gensler once again. He finds Aiden Barr. Barr into the front court. And that was tipped away. Nice defense from Pino. Into the front court with Johnson. Johnson back to Pino. Gets it back to Johnson. Johnson between the circles. Thought that might have been thrown away. He almost got in the way of Jaden Grotti. Here goes Pino. Pino falling out of bounds. Gets it to Keaton Grotti. Top of the key, Jaden Grotti. Between the circles, working on Barr. Spins up with the right hand. Floater. Can't get it to go. And there is Dyke going over the back. A nice box out from Chop Simmons. That's a good call. And the second foul for the Spartans. First on Dyke. 12.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Vikes still lead it by 5. And Aiden Barr will slow the tempo just a touch. Moving into the front court between the circles. Hands off to Sam Lair. Near side, Cole going to fire another 3. Oh, and he hit it again. Ethan Cole, 14-6. The Vikes lead it. Cole's got 6. All 14 coming from Sam Lair and Ethan Cole. Here's Grotti into the front court. He goes down the right side. That one's short. Nice defense once again from Simmons on the help side. Rebound tipped around. Aiden Barr has it up ahead. Noah Gensler finishes at the rim for the Vikings. And the Vikes have opened up a 10-point first half lead here. Going to force another Tom King timeout. This one's full along with the first one. And the Vikes have stormed out to a 10-point lead. 16-6 with under 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Well, that's how you continue to keep momentum out of a timeout there for the Vikings. That timeout did not have its intended effect by Laconia, and the Vikings just continued to pour it on with a 5-0 run out of the timeout, and the Vikes now leading it by 10. Once again, 11:54 to go here in the first half. So 16-6. Couple of team fouls either way so far. The 5 on the floor for the Vikings. Starters minus Lucas Weigand plus Chop Simmons. So Lair, Barr, Gensler, and Cole. Both Grotties remain on the floor for Laconia. Here is Jaden Grotty down the lane trying to get that floater to go. Can't get it to go. Grotty has yet to score tonight. He's the leading scorer for the Spartans at 17.5 points per game. Cole, a lot of contact down in the paint. Nothing called. Nice rebound there from Dyke. Up ahead here to Keaton Grotty. Back to Jaden. And it's swung back around. There's Pino. Pino driving on Cole. Nice defense by Ethan Cole. This is number 20, Reed McCauley, in for the first time. He gets it back to Keaton Grotty. Back out to Reed McCauley. Here's Jaden Grotty. Grotty dribbles behind the back, working on Barr yet again. Kicks it out. Pino looks far side. Nice defense by the Vikes. Good patience, though, by the Spartans to continue to work this offensively. Handing off to Jaden Grotty. Grotty trying to back Aiden Barr down. Kicking it out near side. Here's Keaton Grotty. Goes to the middle of the paint. Almost traveled, did he? You bet. Drug the pivot foot, and that was about a minute possession, just short of a minute possession there for the Spartans that the Vikings defended extremely well. 16-6 with 10:48 to go here in the first half. Aiden Barr will try to cross the timeline. Give it to Sam Lair. Quick three. That one rattles around and out. So Sam Lair 2 for 5 so far tonight from the three-point line. He and Ethan Cole have combined for 14 of the 16 Viking points. Grotty leaves his feet, gives it to Keaton Grotty. Back to Jaden in the corner, working on Aiden Barr yet again. Thought about the three. Jab step. Drive to the middle of the lane, trying to get the floater to go. That time it did for Jaden Grotty. 16-8. Vikes still have the Spartans doubled up after a furious start here. Here goes Barr off the Chop Simmons screen. Hesitation, kicks it out. Sam Lair, shot fake, goes in. He's bumped. And it'll be a Viking inbound underneath. Ethan Pino picks up the foul. We're going to see Colton Tash reintroduced. And Jacob Tyson will check in for the first time for the Vikings as Coach Nell goes further down the bench. Here goes Cole. Top of the key. Sam Lair is going to keep firing. This one's off to the left. Offensive board, Jacob Tyson. And he puts it back up on the left side, scoring. Jacob Tyson, the ultimate hustle player for the Vikings, had a huge role in a big run that they went on Monday against the Warriors. Didn't score a ton. There's a floater that misses. Tyson battles for the rebound. It's secured by Cole. Vikes lead it by 10. 9:41 to go in the first half. Cole drives the lane, kicks it out. Sam Lair, top of the key, Barr. Barr going to drive the lane. Floats. This one's short. And Aiden Barr usually finishes when he gets that close to the rim. Grotty with the rebound. He's across the Viking logo between the circles. Continues to drive. Turns, backs in. Now going to call Tash. Second three for Tash on the way. This one misses short. Long rebound out to Aiden Barr. Barr has Simmons running with him. Simmons, one dribble up with the right hand, no good. Tipped by Tyson, and it'll go back to the Spartans as Jacob Tyson almost secured his second offensive board in as many possessions. 9:13 to go here in the first half. 18-8 Viking lead. That three attempt from Colton Tash looked good, but it was short. Grotty will really slow the pace down here, and Keaton Grotty will get it back to Jaden. Jaden working on Barr once again. Aiden Barr is doing a terrific job on the man that averages 17.5 per night. That's a nice pass from Tash. Good idea, but Keaton Grotty wasn't quite ready for it. Off his left hand and out of bounds. 8:54 to go first half. Vikings lead by 10. Barr will walk across the timeline this time. Simmons will flash top of the key, get it from Barr. Handoff, dribble, handoff to Ethan Cole. Fire up a three. Hit it. Ethan Cole's got 3 threes here early on. Within the first 10 minutes, Ethan Cole's got a trio of threes. He's got 9 points. It's 21-8. Vikes lead it by 13. 8:27 to go here in the first half. Grotti, looks into Keaton Grotti, and Keaton finishes at the rim. Nice screen and roll action that time from the Spartans. Warrants a couple of points. And they got him. Lead still 11 for the Vikings. Barr kicks it out. Another left wing three on the way. Sam Lair hit it. Sam Lair's hit 3 threes. Ethan Cole's hit 3 threes. The Vikings have 24 points and lead it by 14. 24-10. 7:58 to go here in the first half. Nice drive. Picked off by Ethan Cole. Cole down the left side. Up with the left hand. Finishes. Cole's into double figures. He's got 11. 11 for Cole, 11 for Lair. A third full timeout here in the first half for the Spartans, and the Vikes lead it by 16. WLA looks well on their way to hitting their 87-point per game average this season. Vikings lead it by 16. We're going to take the timeout with them. 7:46 to go in the first half. 26-10. 22 of them scored by Cole and Lair. Back with more after this. You're watching WLA Varsity Boys Basketball on WLA TV.
We made tonight's game sponsor, National Exchange Bank and Trust. National Exchange Bank and Trust is a better way to bank your way.
Back out of the timeout. Once again, want to thank Alec Oberg for not only calling the JV1 game with me, but also running the camera here for the varsity game. 7:41 to go here in the first half. Vikings lead at 26-10. Spartans have used 3 full timeouts here in the first half. And it seems like each time the Vikings come out of the timeout stronger. Grotti, 3 on the way, hit it. That's a good response out of the timeout for Jaden Grotti. And he's got 5. 26-13, Aiden Barr walks across the timeline, now going to stand on the WLA logo. Look far side, there's Sam Lair. Back out top of the key. Some sort of matchup 2-3-ish looking zone for the Spartans here. Going to a zone when the Vikes have hit so many threes might be dangerous. Yes, sir, it is. Sam Lair's just hit his 4th three-pointer of the first half. Lair has 14 in the lane. Floater misses. That was Pino. Rebound down to Simmons, gives it to Ethan Cole. Cole into the front court between the circles, finding Barr. Top of the key, another one for Cole. This one's off. A couple of Vikings miscommunicate between Lair and Tyson. And it'll go back to the Spartans. 29-13, 16-point lead for the Vikes. I suppose if you're Laconia, you're saying at some point they're going to stop hitting threes, but it's not like the Vikings are hitting contested shots. These are open three-pointers that the Vikes are knocking down. So you do have to try to force them to miss a little bit. Jaden Grotti into the front court. Nice screen and roll action here. Dyke down low, underneath. Nice defense by Jacob Tyson. Good strong rebound by Ethan Cole. Near side, Aiden Barr. Barr looks to the far side. There's Gensler. Kicks it out to Lair. Top of the key. Aiden Barr. Nice screen and roll action there. Cole lost control of it. Into the front court comes Farrell. Farrell almost lost control of the dribble. Looks far side to Tash. Now near side to Grotti. Under the screen goes Aiden Barr. Grotti's going to try to make him pay, and he does. Hitting back-to-back threes in a couple of different possessions for Jaden Grotti, and he's got the Spartans back within 13. 29-16, 5:59 to go here first half. Gensler, top of the key. Barr looks far side. There's Lair, and it is going to – Spartans going to remain in this matchup zone. Far side, again, Lair. Vikings just got to be patient. Get into that high post. There's Ethan Cole. Down the lane he goes, and he hits it. Cole's got 13. 13 for Cole, 14 for Lair. Vikes have 31. Spartans have 16. It's a 15-point lead, 5:33 to go here first half. Grotti, far side. Nice defense by Gensler to work through. Tash has it now. Hands it back off to Grotti. Grotti peeling around the screen. Finds Farrell in the corner. 3-ball on the way. That one's a little bit off to the right. Offensive rebound to Dyke, and Dyke finishes. Nice job, Dakota Dyke underneath. He's got 5 points. 31-18. 5:12 to go here first half. Aiden Barr walks it back across the timeline. Between the circles, guarded by Grotti. Yeah, I can't tell. I think it's back to man now. Yeah, I believe Spartans back to man. Down the lane goes Lair, and I believe they're going to get that on the floor with a little bit of a hand check. Sawyer Schultes picks up the foul, his first, 4th team foul for the Spartans. Flashing free was Sam Lair. They're going to get it to Tyson instead. Corner 3 on the way. Fade away for Aiden Barr, and he hit it. Okay, that is a tough shot there from Aiden Barr, and that is the 8th three-pointer of the first half for the Vikings. 34-18. They lead it by 16, 4:45 to go here first half. Nice drive there, but better defense from Ethan Cole. That was Schultes. Now screen and roll action coming up here. Dyke, see how the Vikings defend it. Nice job by Jacob Tyson on the help defense on the screen. He hedged it hard, and a nice rebound on the Grotti miss for Barr. Barr looks near side Cole. Cole going to take it. Huge head of steam, a little bit out of control, and I think, we are going to get a late whistle. I thought that maybe was why we didn't get a whistle, was maybe they thought Cole was a little bit out of control. They did reward him with a pair of free throws here, the 5th team foul for Laconia. 2nd foul by Dyke. Interesting to see how Coach King from Laconia deals with this. First free throw misses off to the left from Ethan Cole. That's a new one. Laconia Spartans students getting creative. They're just singing the alphabet song. See if that throws off the opponent. Suppose it worked on the first one. 2nd free throw by Ethan Cole after the rhythm dribble is good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line. Cole's up to 14 points. He and Sam Lair have 28 of the 35 that the Vikings have. Those two have outscored Laconia by 10. Here's Pino. Pino hands back off to Grotti. Now check that, pardon me, that is Schultes. Here's Farrell. Farrell drives the lane up with the floater. Dyke's got to be careful going over the back on some of those rebounds, but that time the Vikes didn't box out well enough. Tyson gets the rebound nonetheless into the front court with Barr. Barr guarded by Grotti. Crosses him over, kicks it out. Sam Lair open once again. Hit it again. I'm out of room for 3-pointers, and it's all in the first half. 15 points on threes. Sam Lair's got 17, and the Vikes lead it by 20. Coach Nell's going to take a 30-second timeout, set up his defense. But the Vikings lead it by 20, 38-18. Behind, on the back of 9 first-half 3-pointers, 5 of them for Sam Lair. I told you, if you listened on Monday, I told you Sam Lair had the capability to hit about 6 of them in the first half. And then I stopped myself, and I said, maybe 6 is a little many. Well, we'll see. We shall see. How good has this Viking boys basketball team played here early on in the season? They're averaging 87 points per game. Ethan Cole just set a program record with 42 on Monday. Oh, man. And the Vikings look poised to maybe score 100 tonight if the Spartans will let them. Here's Grotti. Trots into the front court. We'll see Laconia, the girls team, who we really expect to be the class of the Flyway Conference. There's a nice take from Farrell. See the girls Laconia varsity team coming back here next Friday, 1 week from tonight, to take on Coach Strafnagel's bunch. Here's Aiden Barr. Thought about the 3, now going to take the 3. This one misses off to the left. Offensive rebound by Lair. Kicks it out. Right wing 3 on the way. He hit it again. Ethan Cole's got his 4th 3. 10 threes in the first half for the Vikings. 41-20. Vikes lead it by 21. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Dyke has it on this left wing. Hands it off to Schultes. Schultes has it poked away. Now gets it back. And they're going to get Jacob Tyson on a reach. It'll be underneath. Little too aggressive there from Jacob Tyson. Kind of has a wry smile on his face. Not sure he particularly agrees with that one, but not often that basketball players do agree with every foul call. Here's Dyke. Kicks it out to Kyle Johnson. Johnson's back in. He's a senior for the Spartans. Hasn't been in for most of this WLA Viking run. That's Grotti on the far side. Using a Farrell screen, now going to decline the screen. Here's Dyke. Dyke dribbles it. Now he's going to screen for Grotti. And a little bit of a miscommunication. Not perfect there from the Vikes. Nice job on the help side defense from Aiden Barr. Down the lane, or check that, that was Gensler. And they're going to get a block on the floor. That's only the 6th team foul, so Cole will not go to the free throw line. And I think Grotti took a little bit of a knock there. So I think he's going to, I don't know if it was knee to knee or what happened down here, but Grotti was came up a little gimpy. So he'll take a seat. And Barr's going to look into Gensler. It was Gensler on the weak side defense that was so good for the Vikes last time down the floor. Gensler's going to go up. A little bit of a late whistle there, and Gensler's going to head to the free throw line on the push. That'll be Farrell. And first one for Gensler rattles home. Gensler, pardon me, has 3 points after that free throw. Cole Wiedmeyer checks in and replaces Sam Lair, who has 17 first half points. He's putting on a Riley Lair type of performance from beyond the arc tonight. Tell you that much. 2 for 2 from the line goes Noah Gensler, and the Vikes are 3 for 4 from the line tonight. Into the front court comes Johnson. Johnson looks far side. That's number 20, McCauley. McCauley, Cole into the passing lane, picks it off, goes up strong. Nice defense by McCauley. McCauley hustling all the way back, challenging at the rim, and got a hand on it. 43-20. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Johnson taking Wiedmeyer off the dribble, now down to the paint. Wiedmeyer, nice recovery, and I believe he walked. Yeah, Johnson drug the pivot foot. It's going to get the ball back to the Vikings. Terrific defense by Cole Wiedmeyer to slide and get in front of Kyle Johnson, and then just patience more than anything else to force Johnson into a poor decision. Here's Aiden Barr. Barr with a between the legs dribble. Still man-to-man defense for Laconia. Fadeaway 3 for Aiden Barr, misses badly. Tipped by Wiedmeyer, kept in by Tyson. Right wing 3 on the way for Cole. This one misses. Cole a little bit off balance on that shot. Vikes still lead by 23. Here's a right wing 3, right corner 3, pardon me, from Johnson. That rattles around and out. Nice rebound, Noah Gensler. Here's Cole into the front court. Hands off to Gensler. Gensler with a couple of dribbles. Now going to drive. Kicks it to Tyson. Tyson short corner. Drives baseline. Stepped out. And we'll head back with the Vikings the Spartans, pardon me, after Tyson stepped on the line. 1 minute, 20 seconds left here first half. Vikes lead at 43-20. Well, you can't shoot much better from the three-point line. I don't count misses. I don't have enough room for that on my note sheet here. But I'd love to see what the Vikings' percentage is here in the first half. Here's Grotti. His percentage is not quite as good. Very inefficient here in the first half compared to what he normally does. Keaton Grotti, short 3 on that one. Thought it might have been a long 2, but he was in three-point land. Under a minute to go here first half. Cole has it top of the key. Stutter step to the corner. Thought that might have been an offensive foul, no whistle. And Jacob Tyson's going to pick up his second after he fouled Johnson on the board. And Aiden Barr, up 43-20. You wouldn't know it looking at Aiden Barr. He looks incredibly frustrated with himself. He hasn't shot the ball tremendously well tonight. He's only has the 1 3-pointer. But you're up by 23, and he's playing terrific defense on Grotti. Grotti, as I had mentioned, came into this game averaging 17.5 points per game, and Grotti's only got the 8 points so far. I suppose that's close to his average, but feels like he's taken a lot of shots to get there. Another miss for the Spartans, and the Vikings are going to head into the halftime intermission. Well, if they can get the last shot, it'll be no worse than 23-point lead for the Vikes, and right on pace for their season average in points. Here's Barr, looks far side Wiedmeyer to the corner, Gensler, 3, 2. Gensler down the lane, misses that one strong, and before Johnson can put that heave up, the horn sounds for a first half that the Vikings will no doubt remember for a long time. Sam Lair will, that's for sure. He hit 5 triples. He's got 17 points at halftime. Ethan Cole added, let's see here, what does Ethan have? 17 as well. Ethan's got 17 as well. Not often when Ethan Cole, you say Ethan Cole added a number. Well, I guess he is tied for leading scorer for the Vikes. Both of them have 17. 34 of the 43 scored by 2 different Vikings, and they have a 23-point lead over the Laconia Spartans. Back with more. We'll have a little halftime intermission here and come back with more. You're watching WLA Boys Varsity Basketball, and you're watching on WLA TV. Stay with us.
And here are our contestants. Is everybody ready?
Glad to have you along here. As I mentioned here earlier on, Jordan King with you here on WLA TV. What a Friday night being put together by Sam Lair and Ethan Cole and this entire Vikings squad. They lead it 43-20 here over the Laconia Spartans. 17 points apiece for Ethan Cole and Sam Lair. And then adding 4 was Noah Gensler, 3 Aiden Barr, and a putback for Jacob Tyson for 2. That's the scoring for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. That adds up to the 43 that they have. For Laconia, their leading scorer was Jaden Grotti, who had 8 points in the first half, 5 for Dakota Dyke, 3 for Colton Tash, and 2 for Keaton Grotti and Carter Farrell, respectively. That adds up to the 20 points that were scored by the Spartans there in the first half. Not a ton of foul trouble to speak of for either team. In fact, I don't believe anyone picked up their third foul there in the first half. So by my definition of foul trouble, I don't believe anyone is in foul trouble. And the Vikes did a terrific job because Lucas Wigan went out early in that first half, who is their starting 5. And the Vikes, not that they didn't miss him or didn't need him, the Vikes just hit threes. That's what they were able to do in that first half. They lead it 43-20. About 3 minutes left here in the halftime intermission. We'll come back with second half action here on WLA TV. Stay with us, please. About ready to go here in the second half. It will be Viking basketball. Put 18 minutes back on the clock, and the Vikings see if they can replicate what they were able to do in the first half, which was hit a bunch of three-pointers. They hit 9 of them in the first half, 5 of them coming from Sam Lair. Lair keys it in, gives it to Aiden Barr, and let's get rolling here on a second half of action. The Vikings looking strong to start their conference season 1-0. Down the lane goes Ethan Cole. Looked like it might have been tied up. Kicks it out. Left wing, 3 on the way. Sam Lair hit it. Sam Lair's got a triple to start the second half. Started up just like the first. And Sam Lair's got his 6th 3 of the night, 46-20. 17:36 left in the game. Down the lane goes Farrell. Nice pass to Dyke. And Dyke count the basket and the foul. Dakota Dyke got free. Lucas Wigan was a little slow, sliding over and cut underneath him during the shot. 2 points, count the basket. 46-22 on the scoreboard, 17:31 left. Dyke had 5 in the first half. And that one almost crawls over the front edge. Nice strong rebound. I'll tell you what, that's something when we talked with Ethan on Tuesday during the girls game, talked about the strength that it seems Noah Gensler has really added. And that's unlucky for the Spartans as Farrell and Johnson couldn't get out of each other's way, and they turn it back over after picking the pocket of the Vikings. But I'll tell you what, the strength that seems to have been added by Noah Gensler in the rebounding department and just being a physical body. You know, you look at his frame at 6'2", he was lanky last year, and he still could put a little bit more on that frame. There's no doubt about it, but he's not lanky anymore. Sam Lair, 3, again, hit it. Sam Lair's got 7 threes tonight. What's the program record for three-pointers made in a night? Sam's got 3 of them, and he's got 23 points here tonight. Dyke rushed that one underneath. Tyson Lofton playing good defense. Straight up and down. Vikings can't control the rebound. Tapped back out. Here's Dyke. Dyke down the lane. He's fouled that time. Ethan Cole was coming back trying to get the block from behind, and Dyke will head back to the charity stripe. Dyke is 3 for 5 from the line here tonight. Vikings lead at 49-22. First free throw is no good. And the Viking students counter with the Itsy Bitsy Spider song. So we have the Itsy Bitsy Spider and we have the alphabet song. There you go. High school sports, ladies and gentlemen. Second free throw for Dyke is up and good. He's 4 for 7 from the line. Can't help myself up here. 49-23, Vikes still with a large lead here in this one. Right wing 3 on the way. Ethan Cole looks good, but it's short. Nice rebound by Dyke, and he completes it. Good physical rebound with Tyson Lofton in the area. 16:25 to go in this one. Vikes still lead it by 26. Here's Johnson. Johnson with a hesitation move. Still guarded by Sam Lair. Gives it to Farrell. Down the lane goes Johnson. Nice clear out by Dyke. And he finishes underneath with his second bucket of the second half for Dakota Dyke. Dyke has 10. First Spartan into double figures. Dyke averages 11.5 per game. Here goes Cole down the lane. Got an angle. Floater up with the left hand. No good. Nice rebound by Kyle Johnson. Johnson across midcourt over here to the right side. Gives it to Farrell. Farrell working on Ethan Cole. Kicks it back out. Johnson. Johnson down the lane. Throws it up to Dyke. Dyke. And I don't know how much intent there was there. It was certainly a foul by Tyson Lofton. It looked like he just lost track of where Dakota Dyke was, and he almost stepped on him, looked like. 49-25. 15:41 to go here in the ball game. And Sam Lair's got his hand in the passing lane. Nice job by Kyle Johnson to recover. Down to the corner, there's Farrell. Farrell going to drive on Ethan Cole. Spins through. That's picked off on the skip pass. There goes Aiden Barr down the right side. Up with the right hand. Scoops and scores. Aiden Barr's got 5, and the Vikes have eclipsed the 50-point mark with 15 minutes left to go in this one. 51-25. 26-point lead for the Vikes. 15:18 to go. Here's Johnson. Johnson, hesitation dribble. Up with the left hand. Can't get that one to go. Dyke mistimes his jump, and the rebound is Noah Gensler's. He shovel passes to Barr. Barr across the Viking logo into the front court here on the left wing. Behind the back dribble, and will reset for the Vikings. No need to rush anything at this point if you're WLA. Sam Lair finds Cole in the corner. He's going to fire up a 3. Hit it! 5th 3 of the night for Ethan Cole. And I'm just seriously wondering what the program record is for made threes for both a player and a team. Sam Lair's hit 7, Ethan Cole's hit 5, Aiden Barr's hit 1. 13 made threes for the Vikes. They lead at 54-25. Lead is 29. I believe that was just a 30-second timeout that time from the Spartans. I actually, got to be honest, I don't know how many fulls they have left. They took 3 of them in quick succession there in that first half. 14:46 to go in this one, and the Vikes have been dominant. What a shooting display. And I know the detractors and everyone will say, well, what happens if you get to a playoff game and these shots don't fall? I understand that. And if you're hitting threes like this, who knows who can beat you. But the fact of the matter is, if Laconia has not played perfect defense either. A lot of open threes for the Vikings. 54-25. Gensler playing good defense here on Tash. That's tipped away by Ethan Cole. Over the head of Farrell and out of bounds. So it'll be Farrell to key it in for the Spartans. See if they get this substitution in first. Tyson Keel checking in, but they're not going to buzz the horn. Here's Grotti. Grotti down the lane. Nice no-look pass, but I think it fooled everyone, including his teammate Dakota Dyke. 14:38 to go in the ball game. 54-25. It'll be Carter Farrell, the junior, that takes a seat in place of another junior, Tyson Keel. Pardon me. Tyson Keel. I was right the first time. Here goes Barr. Barr, hesitation. Left wing 3 on the way. This one's short from Sam Lair. Sam fired up that first one, and I said, he was short all night on Monday against Waupun. He has not been short tonight at all. Outside of a couple of those three-pointers, Gensler is a little too much ferocity there from Noah Gensler. 4th team foul for the Vikings. Spartans have yet to record a foul here in this second half. And Grotti will trot into the backcourt. Down the lane goes Grotti. Corner 3 on the way. That one's missed by Tash. Nice rebound from Ethan Cole as he skies for that one. Aiden Barr with a little head shake there into the front court. Cole down the lane. Bounce pass to Chop Simmons. Simmons goes up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound on the far side by Kyle Johnson. Johnson trots into the front court, across the timeline. Grotti off of a screen down to Dyke. Dyke can't finish. Nice defense by the Vikings. Tips his own shot, can't get it to go. Gets another offensive rebound. Skip pass to the near side. Keel kicks it back out to Tash, down to the corner. Tash now going to screen for Grotti. Grotti to the middle of the paint, goes up, floater, misses short. Nice rebound, Chop Simmons. Outlet pass to Ethan Cole. Cole's going to slow it up. That's a smart decision. 13:20 to go here in the game. Vikings lead at 54-25. Gensler thought about the 3, kicks it back out between the circles. Aiden Barr resets the offense. Off of the screen, little contact there, no whistle. That's a nice pass by Jaden Grotti up ahead. And the finish there by Kyle Johnson. Johnson's first points of the game coming here with 13:02 to go in the game. And they've cut it back to a 27-point lead for the Vikings. Lair thought about the 3 once again, drives the lane. 3-pointer on the right wing. This one rattles around and out for Ethan Cole. That was close. Nice rebound by Tash underneath. Here's Grotti. Grotti into the front court. Between the legs dribble. Back to the free throw line he goes. Keel kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson back to Keel. Keel down the lane. Little contact there. No whistle. Tipped out. And it should stay there. I think it was last touched by Chop Simmons. It was. And it'll stay with the Spartans. 54-27. 12:31 to go here in the game. And we'll see the first action of the second half for Jacob Tyson. Tyson has 2 points. Playing some great defense, got the hustle stats as well, I'm sure, the rebounds and the tips and things like that. Johnson's not going to be able to corral this one after it was tipped by Sam Lair. Lair's got 23. Cole has 20. Pino back in for the Spartans, as is Keaton Grotti. 12:24 to go here tonight. Barr, nice bounce pass to Tyson, but that was terrific defense by Kyle Johnson. And a lot of credit to these refs for letting them play there. That was a good no call and no whistle, because a lot of times they would call that on Kyle Johnson. That's not a foul in any way. So glad they did not whistle the Spartans up for a foul there. There's a three from the corner for Noah Gensler. He hit 3 straight threes on Monday in a huge juncture. That's the Vikings' 14th three of the night, and it's the first for Gensler. Down the lane goes Pino. Underneath, little contact, no whistle. Tipped by Sam Lair, and the rebound secured by Ethan Cole. The Vikes now lead it by 30, 57-27. Cole down the lane, up with the right hand, finishes at the rim. Ethan Cole has 22, and the Vikes lead it by 32. Here's Grotti. Grotti at the free throw line, hands off to Johnson. Johnson curls around to the near side, gives it to Keel. Keel down the paint, kicks it to Pino. 3 ball on the way, hit it. Ethan Pino with his first points of the night in a corner 3 that he gets to go. 59-30 with 11-12 left in this one. Aiden Barr into the front court between the circles, between the legs. Corner 3 on the way. 2 straight? Yes, sir. 2 straight for Noah Gensler. Vikings have hit 15 threes. 62-30. 10:58 to go here in the ball game. 15 triples for the Vikings. Johnson kicks it out. Here's a 3 from Pino. This one's good. 3's raining in from everywhere. Ethan Pino hits 2 straight in response to 2 from Noah Gensler. So back within 30. It's a 29-point game. 62-33. 10:30 to go here in the second half. Nice cut. Flashing free is Gensler. Here's the strength we were talking about. Up with the right hand and scores. Gensler's got 8 straight points for the Vikings. He's into double figures. He's got a dozen. Grotti, nice back cut there from Pino. Pino's got 8 straight, and he's got 8 overall. Ethan Pino, impressive-looking freshman here for the Spartans, and he's gotten going on the offensive end here in the second half. 64-35, though. Vikes still lead it by 29 as we tick under 10 minutes to go in the game. Barr down the lane up with the floater. That one rattles around, no good. Nice rebound by Keaton Grotti. Gets it to Jaden Grotti, who's on that far left side. Grotti, hesitation dribble, now between the legs, kicks it back out. Johnson going to key up a 3 here. That one's a little bit short. Nice rebound by Noah Gensler. And the Vikes are into the front court on the left side with Cole. Cole between the leg, crosses over, up with the right hand. That one's short. Nice defense. There's Jacob Tyson, though, getting an offensive board, going to reset it between the circles. Barr's going to put ball on the hip and reset things. Left wing, 3 on the way. Looks good, is good. Ethan Cole's got 6 triples. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout from Coach Marty Nell, whose team has gone back up by 32, 67-35. 9 minutes and 26 seconds left in this one. The Vikes have now hit 17 threes. I got that right? 7 threes for Lair, 6 for Cole. That's 13 plus 3 more, 16 threes for the Vikings. So I guess I was wrong. Not 17, 16 threes for the Vikes. This is unbelievable. You know, I joked with Ethan Cole on Tuesday when we talked with him. I said, did the hoop seem like an ocean? A hula hoop? What does it look like when the ball's going in? Well, everyone on the Vikings roster, that's what it looks like tonight. Who knows what it is, a hula hoop or an ocean? Who cares? If you're a Vikings fan, it doesn't matter. The shots are going down. 9:26 to go here, 67-35. Vikes lead it, and they're just going to wipe up some precipitation there on the floor. My goodness. Would you have expected this? Should I quote Vern Lundquist? In your life, have you seen anything like this? 16 triples for the Vikings. And they do look well on their way to hitting the 80-point mark. We'll see if they get there. Here's a Jaden Grotti 3. It's short. I'm not so sure that wasn't. Oh, they're going to say it was not tipped. And Aiden Barr doing his best NFL safety impression with the incomplete sign, or the no good sign in this case. Aiden Barr, oh man, shot out of a cannon. Aiden Barr to the rim. And he finishes with the left hand, 69-35. Handoff here to Keel. There's Johnson, crosses over, working on Lair as it poked away. Couple of Vikes get on the floor. I think we're going to get tied up here. Nice hustle there from Jacob Tyson, also from Keaton Grotti. And it should be Laconia ball, and my guess would be underneath. Yeah, underneath the hoop is where this one will take place. It'll be Jaden Grotti to key it in. And Schultes, I believe, is who's coming in here. Sawyer Schultes, yeah, number 21. He's a sophomore, goes 5'10" for Laconia. He has it right here, top of the keys, working on Sam Lair. There's Jaden Grotti, kicks it out. Corner 3 on the way. No, they're going to say long 2 for Keaton Grotti, and he misses it short anyway. Nice rebound by Aiden Barr, looks far side. Cole's got a path to the rim, goes up, and he's fouled. Ooh, that should have been a shooting foul, I believe. Ooh, they're going to say it's on the floor. You don't complain about that when you're leading by 34. That it would be an exercise in futility. Vikings inbounding underneath, trying to get Cole free in the corner. They're able to. Cole rips through into the middle of the lane, up with the left hand, can't get it to go, gets his own offensive board, hitting the head as he goes back up, and he's going to head to the charity stripe. Not very often that you see Ethan Cole get that deep, take contact, and not able to finish. Just generally speaking, he's able to finish that easily for the Vikings, but this time he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. He's 1 for 2 there so far tonight. First free throw for him misses off to the right. 69-35. 8 minutes and 28 seconds left. Gensler's waiting to check in, and he will give a break to Ethan Cole, who played the whole game on Monday, save for the last couple of minutes when the game was out of reach. Cole hits this one. He'll be replaced, as I mentioned, by Noah Gensler. 6 triples for Ethan Cole. That puts him at 18. Just doing some quick math, I have him for 28. Is that right? 28 for Ethan Cole. Just when you thought Sam Lair was the story. Ethan Cole doing work. I think they did not get the clock started there. I think that's what happened on that juncture. Let's see, 6 for Cole, 24, 26 for Ethan Cole, I believe. And we're just about got this one settled. There we go. Now we're playing. 70-35, Vikes have doubled up the Spartans. 8:25 to go here in the ball game. Pino not ready for it. Nice hustle, though, by Pino. Oh, they're going to say he was out. I was going to say that's good hustle by Pino to throw it off the leg of Cole Wiedmeyer. But Pino had his toe on the line nonetheless. Here's Barr into the front court. Barr finds Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer drives up with the left hand, can't get it to go. Nice rebound. There was blocked by Keel. Down the lane goes Pino. Finds Grotti. No, pardon me, that's Dyke. Dyke can't finish. Nice defense underneath. I think that was Tyson once again. Aiden Barr thought about the triple. Now going to pull through. Down the lane goes Tyson. He's fouled, going up for a layup. He'll head back to the charity stripe. Check that. It's his first trip to the line tonight. Tyson actually 4th on the team in scoring, 9.5 points per game. Now that's a touch misleading. He didn't score very much against Waupun. He had like 17 in the first game against Berlin. Misses the front end here of this pair of free throw attempts. Cole averages 31.5, and he's going to be near or over 30 even after tonight's game, depending on if he goes back in, and if so, for how long. That'll be kind of interesting to see. He's currently got 26, so that would see him slip just under the 30 points per game mark. Everyone else in the Flyway that is anywhere near him in points per game has only played one game. Not that that's not impressive, that some other players have scored 20 points. Nice take by Carter Farrell. He's got 4 for the Spartans. 71-37 with 7.5 minutes to go in this one. Aiden Barr steps into a 3. Can't hit it. Nice rebound by Dyke. But my point is it's harder to be over 30 points per game after you play a couple of games as opposed to just having one outing where you go off. Now, other Flyway players would probably say, Cole's done that. He had the 42 points against Waupun. Plus, you really don't count these statistics until you get into conference play anyway. Laconia took a timeout there before they were able to get that shot off, so they'll have the ball on the side inbounds when they come back. 7:17 left in this one. Vikings lead at 71-37. putting a number on the Laconia Spartans are the Vikes tonight. Back with more after this. You're watching on WLA TV. Stay with us. Yeah, just confirmation. Cole has 26 right now, remaining on the bench for the Vikings. Aiden Barr has 7, and Sam Lair has 23. Those are the leading scorers for the Vikes. Actually, Gensler is into double figures as well. He's got 12. So those are the leading scorers for the Vikes. Here's Farrell. Farrell, nice stop and pop, but he can't get it to go in the middle of the lane. Nice rebound once again, Noah Gensler. I'd be shocked if he wasn't in double figures for rebounds tonight. And Aiden Barr has it between the circles. Nice crossover. Finds Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer has that pass picked off. Nice defense by Dyke. Dyke goes up with the right hand, throws it down, and Dakota Dyke gets the Laconia fans hyped up. The bench is roaring too as Dyke into the front court slams that one home with a hammer of a right hand. 71-39. Down the lane goes Aiden Barr, and he gets a little bit less dramatic, but a nice response nonetheless by the Vikings and Aiden Barr. Barr averages 16 points per game. He's got 9. 73-39. Down the lane goes Schultes. It's blocked out of bounds by Sam Lair. Nice defense by Sam, and that's probably lost on a night like tonight when Sam hits 7 threes as he has. Got 23 points. You probably lose a little bit of the context in the nice defense that he's played tonight. Also, Aiden Barr. I mean, Aiden's played some terrific defense on Jaden Grotti. We talked about Grotti coming into this one before the game, mentioned he averages 17.5 points per game. He has not scored in the second half. Now, Laconia has not made quite the attempt to get him the basketball. He had a ton of shots in the first half. He's only got 8 points tonight. And again, hasn't scored in the second half. Here's Dyke. Dyke's been the best player for the Spartans here in the second half, at least in terms of putting the ball in the hoop. Here's Farrell. Farrell drives against Wigand, and Wigand kind of rolls his eyes on that one. Looked like pretty good defense. Ooh, and they're going to say 2 shots. Well, the foul is perhaps a good call. There was contact there, but there is no way that is a shooting foul unless we are playing NBA rules, which is okay. Farrell, first free throw is a little bit short. Off the front iron. 73-39 between these two. Vikes with a substantial lead. 6:13 to go. Second one good for Carter Farrell, who goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Farrell now has 5 points for the Spartans. This possession will tick under 6 minutes in the game. Here's Cole. Cole still working. Finds Barr. Barr finds Cole. Cole in this right corner. Crosses over. Takes it to the lane, kicks it out, top of the key 3, hit it. Aiden Barr hit one. He's got a dozen. There are now 4 Vikings that have scored at least 12 points, 2 Vikings that have scored at least 23. There goes Pino, and he's bumped by Cole Wiedmeyer. 6th team foul for the Vikes here in the second half. I believe that's the first one on Cole Wiedmeyer. They put that on Ethan Cole. It's not, again, not to the point where stuff like this would matter. It's not 1-1. That's only 6 fouls. Next one is 1-1. Oh no, well, they got it corrected. They put it on Cole Wiedmeyer. Here is Dyke. Dyke's got the mid-range game going now. Dakota Dyke has 14 points. Smooth jump shot for Dakota Dyke. Down the lane goes Cole. And that's no shot. That was on the floor. Be underneath. That's the 4th team foul for the Spartans. 76-42. Uh, 76-42. 5:26 left in the game. Ethan Cole will key it in underneath. You know, it's easier to call games when you don't have the entire student section turned around waving at you. I'll say that. But, hey, we're happy to have students back. I'll tell you what. it's a total different feel from last year. Vikings get another offensive rebound. Down the lane goes Cole. Cole up with the right hand and finishes. That's perhaps the most impressive thing that Ethan Cole brings to the table. His ability to finish with both hands at the rim is something of a next level type of situation. Nice pass from Jaden Grotti, and finishing is Dakota Dyke. Dyke by far the leading scorer so far tonight for the Spartans. He's got 16. 28, though, for Ethan Cole as he gets closer to his season average of 31.5 points. Here is Cole Wiedmeyer. Gives it to Ethan Cole. Cole top of the key. Gives it to Chop Simmons. Has that one poked away by Jaden Grotti. Grotti completes the steal. Now running the break. Stops. Retreat dribble. Now going to take Ethan Cole on the dribble. And Ethan got a little handsy there, sending Jaden Grotti to the charity stripe here for a 1-and-1 bonus. That's the 7th team foul for the Vikings. 78-44 is our score. 34-point lead for the Vikings. Ethan Cole's going to get subbed off the floor. He will be replaced by Sam Lair, who comes back in, and then Luke Gillespie going to get his first action here of the night. Vikings looking like they're starting to wind down in terms of their players' participation in this one, talking about their starters. 78-45 as the front end gets hit by Grotti, and he earns the second. Second of the bonus free throws also crawls over the front edge, rattles off the back and then in. Jaden Grotti will give a big sigh and untuck the jersey, head to the bench. Will Jaden Grotti, and you can tell, I mean, it just took a lot out of him tonight. He worked so hard in that first half to try to get open shots, and they just weren't falling for him this evening. Here's Gillespie, top of the key. Grotti is going to finish with 10 if he doesn't see any more action. Here's Cole Wiedmeyer, top of the key, Luke Gillespie. Gillespie crosses over, bounce pass to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer tries to go baseline, kicks it back out, Sam Lair. Left wing, now going to take his man on the drive. That's Johnson. Johnson steals it. Into the front court come the Spartans. Nice. Ooh, again, you love the ability or the desire to hit the extra pass. 3-ball on the way. This one misses just a touch. Strong into the game is Logan Sullivan, a 6'2 senior. And Sullivan got a heck of a cheer when he came on. And there was a lot of anticipation when he fired up the three. Is it an 8th three? It is. 8th three tonight for Sam Lair, and Sam Lair's got 26. Unbelievable performance. 8 triples from Sam Lair. He came into the game, did Sam, shooting 50% from three. My guess is that's gone up because I don't think he's taken 16 threes. Here's Cole Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer has a lane just open up. He goes to the hoop, and he's going to be rewarded with a pair of free throws. Nice job. Good job on the first step as well from Cole Wiedmeyer. Vikings have broken the 80-point mark for the third time in 3 tries this season. 81 points here tonight, 81-46 on the scoreboard, 3:20 left in the game. They're averaging 87. May just about get there. First free throw from Wiedmeyer misses off to the left. Brody Garrett's going to get in on the action. 6'3 senior for the Spartans. Second free throw misses off to the left for Wiedmeyer. So 0 for 2 from the line for Cole Wiedmeyer. There on the far side is Pino. Pino to Johnson. Now Pino's going to drive, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Once again, rewarded with some bonus free throws, as it was Tyson Lofton who wasn't quite able to get to the baseline, put his, I was always taught when I played basketball, get to the end line, put your foot on the baseline. And if they run you over from there, you know it's going to be a charge. And Tyson Lofton wasn't able to get there. Not hurt in any way, though, as the front end was missed. Sam Lair's going to try another one. This one misses, as Sam Lair was trying to get towards the 30-point mark in this one. He's got 26. Nice defense by Cole Wiedmeyer, a little between the legs dribble. And Lair, we'll see if they whistle the foul here. No, but Lair crosses over a couple of times. Gives it top of the key Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer goes between the legs. And a foul there as Kyle Johnson got a little handsy there. I'll tell you what, you know, they talk about, you know, good shooters just keep shooting, right, if they're struggling. And Sam Lair was not as good as he usually is on Monday night against Waupun. I think he'd probably tell you that. But to just be an intrepid player and to, you know, just not let that rattle your confidence and just continue to be a confident shooter, you know, that's what you look for in a player. And Sam's only a sophomore. He's playing point guard now. Lair's got it on the left wing, gives it between the circles once again to Wiedmeyer. Kicks it to Lair. He's going to shoot up another one. This one's off to the left. Nice strong rebound there by number 20. That's Reed McCauley. McCauley into the front court over there on the left side. Now going to hesitation dribble to the middle of the paint. Pino down the lane. Nice bounce pass inside. And scoring is Brody Garrett's. 81-48. We're going to tick under 2 minutes here on this possession for the Vikings. Vikings incredibly good. I'll tell you what. I think I know what's going on here. And that was an air ball from Sam Lair, so they're going to get him off the floor there. I'm not so sure that 8 3-pointers is not tying a program record. Why else would Sam Lair have fired up 3 straight? I bet you 9 is a program record. Lair's on the bench now, so if that's the case, he won't get it. But that would be my assumption because Lair seemed pretty intent on hitting another triple. 81-48 is the score. 139 to go, 139 to go, pardon me, here in the game. Once again, want to thank Alec Oberg, before I forget, for running the camera for us. Alec also did the JV1 game, and you know, I hope it's not lost on anyone watching at home how difficult it is to call a game. It moves so quickly, and a nice steal here from Keel. Keel into the front court on the right side, dribbles it off his foot, and it'll go back to the Vikings. But in terms of Alex showing up in my office today and saying, hey, Mr. King, you mind if I try to call a game at some point this year? I was like, well, how about JV1 tonight? He's like, oh, I'll be there. I thought he did a great job. So hat tip to Alec Oberg, and hopefully we can get him and maybe some other students on some JV games a little bit later this year as well. I think that was just a little bit of maybe a roll there. So I think maybe Cole Wiedmeyer might have stepped on someone's foot there. They're just precautionary, going to get him out of this game with the 81-48 lead. But, yeah, Alec, I thought, did a nice job. It seems fun. It seems easy until you put the headset on and you turn the microphone up, and then it's go time. You have 2 options: talk or turn the mic back off and take the headset off. And I credit Alec with what he did tonight. I thought that was terrific. Vikings lost a close one in overtime. So lost that one to the Spartans. JV2 with a big comeback and won. Here's Chop Simmons in the middle of the paint. He gets blocked. Garrett's into the front court. Shovels off to Keel. Keel hands to Pino. Pino back to Keel, top of the key. They get it over here to Sullivan. Now a corner 3 on the way. This one misses. Fought for the rebound. They're going to go the other way. It was McCauley bumping into Tyson Lofton. I don't know if that'll be player control or if no, they're going to send Lofton to the free throw line for bonus free throws. That's the 7th team foul for the Spartans. 81-48. The Vikings tonight, 18 threes, is that right? 18 triples for the Vikings. 8 of them hit by Sam Lair, 6 by Ethan Cole. First free throw is long from Tyson Lofton. And the rebound finds its way to Pino. And Ethan Pino into the front court. Hands it off. Sullivan, 3, hit it! Logan Sullivan hits a 3, and the Laconia student section going bonkers. The senior getting on the score sheet with a deep 3. That was a nice shot from Logan Sullivan. And Noah Gensler will be the last one to touch the basketball. He'll dribble it out. The Vikings with a 30-point statement win here at home over the Laconia Spartans. What better way to announce your intentions to the Flyway Conference than what we saw here tonight for the WLA Vikings? Certainly helps to hit 18 threes. Vikings win it 81-51 over the Spartans. We're going to do some quick math here and try not to sound like too much gibberish while we do it, and see how good we are at adding up statistics on the fly. I have Ethan Cole for 28. All of these, you know, are very, very much unofficial statistics. Aiden Barr, for his right, had a dozen points, 12 for Aiden Barr. Sam Lair had 26. Again, 8 3-pointers for Sam Lair. 3 points for Jacob Tyson and a dozen for Noah Gensler. So again, the scoring for the Vikings. All of the scoring coming from starters, aside from Jacob Tyson, who had 3. Otherwise, you had 12 from Gensler, 12 from Barr. You think those 24 is impressive? Sam Lair outscored him. He had 26. 28 for Ethan Cole. For Laconia, 2 points for Kyle Johnson, 5 points for Carter Farrell, 10 points for Jaden Grotti, 2 for Brody Garretts, 2 for Keaton Grotti, 3 for Colton Tash, 8 for Ethan Pino, 3 for Logan Sullivan, and the leading scorer tonight was Dakota Dyke. Dyke had 16 points to lead scoring for the Spartans. 81-51. We saw all of the Vikings head into the locker room. Now, it's funny because we joked after the game on Monday that we could have made player of the game. Now, Ethan Cole, we said this in jest. Ethan Cole had 42 points and set a program record. But you could have made player of the game on Monday night. You could have made it Noah Gensler. He hit 3 straight threes, really busted the thing open against Waupun. So we were joking around, you know, Ethan Cole hangs 42 program record, and he's not player of the game. Well, Ethan had 28 points tonight, and I would argue probably wasn't the player of the game. Sam Lair hit 8 threes. No idea if that's close to a program record. I would assume it is. But we'll see if Sam Lair makes his way out here. We're just going to hang on for a few minutes, just in case we can finagle a way to get Sam Lair up here to the east mezzanine of WLA. Again, want to thank Alec Obrick. He's standing right over my shoulder. Really appreciate him running the camera for us. Not only that, but also getting his first reps behind a microphone tonight. Thought that was terrific, and hopefully more to come in the future. Once again, just going to go over the statistics one more time and see if the Vikings make their way out of the locker room. 28 points for Ethan Cole. He led all scorers, as he usually does. And, you know, shockingly, probably a little disappointing, right? That's not his season average. I'm completely kidding. 31.5 points per game for Ethan Cole. He had 28 tonight, 26 for Sam Lair, 12 for Aiden Barr, 12 for Noah Gensler, 3 for Jacob Tyson. They're out of the locker room, so as soon as we can try to perhaps get the attention of Sam Lair, we're going to try to do that. I'll tell you what, we have the technology. Let's see if we can find someone down there who has a phone. Oscar Bloom is fake interviewing him. Oscar, we want a real interview. See if we can mumble enough to get Sam Lair up here. All right, we did enough yelling. We finally got his attention. Sam Lair, 26 is what I had you for. Okay, so tell me, what's the do you know what the program record is for threes? Were you in there trying to break it at the end?
I didn't know what it was.
Oops. There we go.
I didn't know what it was, but some of the players told me that I was one away, so.
So we have a tie for the program record. Is that where you're at right now?
I'm not sure. That's what I heard, but I'm not sure.
8 triples, almost had a night. What's it look like out there when the ball's going in like that?
Well, my teammates give me a lot of inside-out threes, and I couldn't. They do everything for me. They got me a lot of open shots, and they fell tonight.
Talking about first Flyway game.
Yep.
This is a team that it seemed to be the turning point last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you guys struggled a little bit early in conference play, and then you guys had a huge statement win last year, 87-68 here on the home floor.
Yep.
Now you start the season like this.
Mm-hmm.
You're 3-0. You're averaging 84-point-something points per game. Just talk about how big this win was against a really good Laconia team.
Oh, it was a huge win. We knew coming into the game that they're picked to beat us in conference, and that lit a fire under us and came out and did what we had to do.
Talk about the leaders, Ethan Cole, Aiden Barr. What's it like playing with those guys?
Well, Ethan is just, when you have a guy that can drop 40-plus points, the teams that we play, they focus on him, and then that gives the other guys open shots. And Aiden's a great point guard, really fast. That kid works so hard. He's in the gym all the time, works on his ball handling stuff. Man, yeah, they're good. Good leaders, too.
Yeah. Last question for you. A lot of people are going to focus on, like I said, you're averaging almost 90 points. You were averaging almost 90 points a game coming into this. A lot of people are going to focus on the offense. I thought the defensive side of the game was awesome tonight. Talk about the defensive side.
That was our focus coming into the game. Last game, we scored a lot, but our defense, we thought it could be better. And then going into the game today, we decided to focus on defense more, and we did it, and we held them, I don't know how many, but.
There you go. Appreciate you stopping up here.
Yep.
26 points. Hopefully the hoop looks like that all season
Yeah,
long.
I hope so.
There you
Thank
go. Sam Lair. Appreciate it, Sam. And thanks again to Sam for taking out a few minutes and joining us this evening. Vikes win it. They go 1-0 in the Flyway Conference, and moving forward into next week, big game against Kewaskum on Tuesday. Appreciate it, Sam. So that's going to do it for us. 28 for Cole, 26 for Lair, and 24 combined for Aiden Barr and Noah Gensler. That's the scoring output for the Vikings tonight. They take care of Laconia. 3-0 on the season and 1-0. Good start to the Flyway Conference campaign for them. That's going to do it for us tonight, and it's going to do it for us for a busy week here on WLA TV. We knew it was going to be a busy one. Monday, the Vikes take care of Waupun. The Lady Vikes took care of Mayville, got their campaign in the Flyway off to a good start. And then last night, a wrestling Flyway win. Tonight, cap it off. What do you say? You think the performances can't get any better, and then these teams just keep outdoing themselves. I'll tell you what, if you've been sleeping on the winter sports season here at WLA, better wake up. Undefeated basketball, undefeated wrestling, undefeated girls basketball, all here on WLA TV. Next week, we got another three-game week. Boys basketball Tuesday against Kewaskum, wrestling on Thursday, and then next Friday, we have the Lady Laconia Spartans coming in for a girls basketball showdown between the top two teams in the conference from a year ago. Hope you'll join us for all of that. Jordan King saying so long. Good night right here on WLA TV.